So that's one more thing we add on our game. I'm gonna save this. Clear here. Now where are you? Light flare. Yeah. There we go. There's our light flare. Isn't it beautiful? So it's really one of my favorite standard packages that you can import for free, and then you can actually play around still with it, like the color of your flare. I guess that would depend on our environment. No shadows, even when it's hard shadows here, whatever that means. I mean, really. Oh, okay, no wonder it isn't really working. I've been like playing around with the flare of our Okay, that was a cool setting. I actually forgot about that. If you actually hit this directional here, our flare will always be far away. You can actually never fly against it or beyond it. So I'm gonna like stop this here now. It's a cool feature because we don't need to keep moving our sun while so I just moved our sun and directional light into 0.0 again. And it's a cool feature because we don't need to keep moving our sun object here depending on how big our world is. Let me just check if that actually worked. Let's activate here directional. What was it saying? Okay, it's directional. So it is not based on a position, but just on a rough like direction I set it on. Right, so if I start turning around, oh, I kind of lost it. I think it's at my back. There we go. There. I deactivated the directional again. Can it be? There we go. Directional. Okay. There it is. There we go. Now I'm going to fly towards it. It's actually not there because it is based on the direction I have set it on. Let's just try it. If I keep rotating this here now, well, it is now being affected by my rotation, where it will appear and how it will cast a shadow on my game player. That's cool. I'm gonna take that as it is right now, and now we have a cool looking sun, and save that. Alright, let's deactivate this here again. I don't need that anymore. We won't have that problem. It's probably just me because I'm using VMware and I am trying to like make some screen capturing. One more thing that we could maybe do is we could add our new package, and if you downloaded one, you will select the custom package here, navigate to our downloads, and let's upload or import our Facebook SDK. Let's see how that looks like. I have actually never seen it, but I will definitely play around with it once we're done here and see how I can make this properly integrate with Facebook. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's just all about getting into it, going over the script. Maybe some instructions if there's a nice one, or a sample scene. Okay, it's importing right now. And this section here is also one of these web pages that we are supposed to become friends with. Same with our documentation web page of our Unity, just for us to be able to know what we can do with our SDK that we are trying to implement here. It's importing. Let's see. I think it's done. No, it's not. Oh, that's a lot. So you will see now that it actually created a new folder called plugins, and I have one, or we created one using plugin, which is actually wrong. So plugins is the right one. So I'm gonna grab our smart fox here and grab it and drag it into the plugins and delete our plugin folder. We don't need it anymore. Okay, that's one thing. And now we have samples here, obviously. We will delete them later on, but not until we are able to properly go over them and study them. And then we have here the Facebook folder, which is obviously creating some new functionality here. It looks like it created some editor. There we go, here. This is what this folder all contains, the scripts and new functionalities that has been added here. And even a documentation, that is very cool, and the developers page, a link to it. That's also nice, so we will slowly get into it. And then the scripts, of course, for these here, that's very nice. So we'll keep it there for now. And then we have, of course, I think that is the main point here, that we have our plugin. I'm just wondering why this is just for Android. Let's go ahead and look what is contained here. Okay, I probably need to go in here and start including my app ID and stuff like that, so that I can initialize this function and maybe use it later. So anyway, I'll dig into it, and then we will slowly integrate Facebook into our game as early as possible for us to be able to not be doing too much correcting. So okay, we have our Facebook package imported here. We might not really need this in the future. This is something probably they included for us to have a nice reference, a documentation. Oh cool, and the settings actually already. That's very nice. And we have downloaded our PHP SDK, which we will integrate next time we are working on our web pages. We have integrated a lens flare as a sun for our main scene here, and started preparing our start scene. So that was a lot of stuff already, and I'm way beyond my 10 minutes again, so I think I'm gonna cut this video into 3. I hope you won't mind, because it's really hard for me to keep uploading such big files. Thank you for your attention then. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.